I am Helen Freedman with Americans for a Safe Israel. I am here at the special ceremonies at the President's house, remembering the 10 years since the Chorban, the expulsion of the Jews, almost 10,000 Jews from Gush Katif and from 4 communities in the northern Shomron. My organization, Americans for a Safe Israel, was with Gush Katif for many, many years before the Gerush. We were watching the communities grow and flourish. We were enjoying eating the tomatoes from the greenhouses and so on. And we got to know the people and really bond with them. And then when the word of the Gerush started, we couldn't believe it would happen. And I actually was in Neve Dekalim with the Venunu family during the Gerush, and it left such a pain in my heart that even today, 10 years later, when I think about it, usually I am just filled with tears because of the horror of what happened. People didn't understand what it was, that to remove, it wasn't just taking people out of homes like you would leave an apartment. It was taking people out of whole wonderful communities, farms, shops, recreation centers, schools, synagogues, etc. So, and then AFSI has continued to work with the communities as they are trying to restart and flourish. So when I was invited to come to this 10th year ceremony, of course I had to be here. I came specially from the States for this because I am so close to these people. But ironically, I ended up being here just like when I went to be part of the Gerush. I am also here now for this Iranian Chorban. And it was Tisha B'Av when the expulsion took place in August 2005. We are now approaching Tisha B'Av, and once again we have this terrible tragedy of an Iranian deal. And I blame President Obama, I blame Secretary of State Kerry. I am ashamed as an American, I am ashamed and angry that these leaders, they're not my leaders, but these leaders should conduct such a traitorous activity as to make this deal. So we have learned from the Gush Katif people that we don't give up and we don't succumb. We don't sit back and say, Haval, what happened? We are going to fight. So next Wednesday, on the 22nd, in Times Square, New York City, we are hoping to have about 20,000 people. We have soundstage, we have fantastic speakers like James Woolsey and Frank Gaffney and Alan Dershowitz, Carolyn Glick, generals and Hindus and Muslims and Alan West, a black former congressman. We have gathered everyone together to say, we must stop Iran. And we have a coalition of about 40 groups that are part of this. Not the mainstream leadership. The mainstream leadership, American Jewish leadership, has betrayed us like they always do. They do not come forward. They do not defend the Jewish people. And we are mortified about that also. But we have enough groups like Americans for a Safe Israel and others, smaller groups and individuals who care enough to bond together, raise a lot of money, and conduct an amazing, amazing rally. So we are looking forward to that, and I hope Aretz Sheva will be there to cover it. I know you're always there, you're our friend, and this is going to resound around the world. In addition to New York, we have parallel rallies throughout the country. Chicago, Miami, California, everyone is coming at the same time to say, stop Iran. And we are hoping the Congress will hear this message and they will do what they have to do and stop this travesty.